What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets radio. It is Friday. Thank goodness. This week has been long as hell. This is a Jets-Falcons preview from a fan base perspective, not expert analysis, based on what we've seen over the last 4 weeks. Jets-Falcons in London, and it's super cool to see how many fans have gone overseas to watch this game. And it's also great to have all the fans in the UK, where the Jets have an enormous following, get a chance to watch their favorite team. So the first thing for the Jets is to see, how do they handle the jet lag and how do they handle the success? I mean, they're coming off a win where Zach Wilson's Rookie of the Week, a lot of excitement, probably a big relief for Saleh and the staff where they can get a win, get that monkey off their shoulder. But how do you handle some success? So you go into the game plan where over the last 4 weeks in the first half, first quarter, the Jets offense has been putrid. Does Mike LaFleur change anything up? Does he script different plays? Has he learned anything about Zach Wilson where you can maybe go more up-tempo? He's, roll him out a little bit more. The return of Crowder has been big. Now you add in Elijah Moore. How does that work? Do they have more on the outside? What are their three receiver sets? You have Kenny Yeboah playing in place of Tyler Kroft, who's hurt. Yeboah has shown some ability to catch, get downfield, catch some passes. How do they incorporate him? Can they run the ball, which is something they've wanted to do? The Falcons' defense is probably, average at best. Can they establish the run, which opens up the pass? I'm really fascinated to see how they just get in sync on offense. Like I said, Zach Wilson, you could see he's developing chemistry with Cole, down the field. That there's so much. When he can start throwing passes to spots where he can trust his receivers, it makes him a lot more dangerous. You saw his arm strength. You saw his arm talent. Can they start slowly but surely, opening up that playbook and giving him chances downfield, which I think they will, in my humble opinion. On defense, the Jets are rolling, man. I mean, they just extended John Franklin Myers with a 4-year deal, which I think was great. But they had 7 sacks last week. They've been getting after it. John Franklin Myers, Quinnen Williams, Bryce Huff. I mean, they're all getting, they're doing a great job. C.J. Mosley's playing at a Pro Bowl level. Quincy Williams last week emerged as a linebacker you want to see. So, Matt Ryan is still a veteran quarterback, quality quarterback, not very mobile, though. So they should be able to get after him in the pocket. They're without their 2 starting receivers and Ridley engaged, so that's huge. But a couple things you got to keep in mind. They still have Cordell Patterson, who is ridiculously fast, a great athlete, as a running back and out of the backfield, which is something the Jets struggled with last week, where they're worried about Derrick Henry, but McNichols out of the backfield was exposing them big time. So you got to worry about Patterson. You got Pitts as a tight end, who is a freak athlete, who's very good. And then you got to also worry about the supplemental receivers. Like last week, Titans were without their 2 best receivers, but Josh Reynolds was still making big plays. Now, Brandon Echols, as of this video at noon, is playing this week. The Jets secondary has been playing very well. Bryce Hall, Guidry, Echols, Michael Carter's doing very well. So if they can get that same level of play this week, they should be in a pretty good spot. Get after Matt Ryan, force him into bad throws. Just watch the tight end and watch Patterson out of the backfield. His speed, I think, is like a game-breaking talent. Other than that, you have 2 rookie head coaches that are probably learning a lot on the fly, especially going overseas with their schedule, motivating them. The Falcons are coming off a disappointing loss. How do they bounce back? The Jets get too full of themselves. You're not really, those remain to be seen. With this Jets team, it's hard to do a lot of analysis because you don't really know what to expect. You don't have a litany of games to look back at and say, we've seen this before. We think we've seen things before. Like last week, I thought they were probably 1 play away from getting blown out. If the snap doesn't go over Tannehill's head, they turn things around. They stay resilient. It seems like almost every game in the second half they play a lot better than the first. Is that a continuing trend? I don't know. So in terms of the game, I have a feeling there's going to be some points scored here. Even with the Falcons a little bit down their luck in terms of injuries, I think they're going to put up some numbers. So I'm going to say, I hate, in my heart, I'm buying into the Jets this week. I just think that they're in a right spot with the right opponent. I think it's going to be a really good showing of Jet fans there too, which is probably give them a little more support, a little boost. So, and my first time all year predicting a victory. So I'm going to say 28-17 Jets. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. We'll be live streaming 9:30 Sunday morning. And that's it. Have a good day.